real quick, touch on this real fast. Um, if you guys haven't been watching, literally, I just started watching a new show. If you don't know, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, big fan of It. And recently, just the other day on HBO Plus, they just announced there's a new It show called, what is it? It Welcome to Derry. And I watched the first episode. If you guys don't know, second episode comes out tomorrow. And I figured, why not? Let me take a minute just to talk about the first episode and let you know if I liked it. I won't flat out say that I completely loved this episode, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good first episode. Wasn't amazing, but it definitely did some like super weird stuff that I kind of wasn't expecting for a show like this. Really good. I think what's his name, Skarsgård. He returns and comes back to his It character, so it's the same It. And it's obviously, I think it's considered a prequel to the other It's, where it kind of shows like maybe the origins, I think so far, of what's kind of going on with Pennywise and his genesis, I guess. Which, don't get me wrong, I think in the books and the story, most people kind of have an idea he's supposed to be some form of alien that's been on Earth for a period of time or something like that. So this kind of it attempts to kind of delve into like when he comes to Earth, like where he kind of stems from, because from what I understand in the future It movies, they mentioned that he had previously been in Derry and had been terrorizing kids and people, but that he initially was like banished or something, or there was some sort of group of kids or people that like banished him and did stuff to him. So I think this show is supposed to kind of explain that, or kind of summarize what initially happened with that initial run-in with him. So yeah, that's basically the premise of the show. And so far I will say this first episode does some crazy stuff, man. Like, it is very gory. There's a lot of blood, which honestly, it's a lot more than I kind of was anticipating. I was kind of anticipating it to be a little bit more dialed back and kind of more like what the movies are, which especially at least with the older movies, with the original the 90s It movies, they were very kind of dialed back. They didn't really show too much of the gore. The later ones with Skarsgård and, you know, more recently, they kind of were more about the gore and showing stuff like that. This one, I thought it was kind of gonna kind of ease its way into that stuff. Heck no, dude. This show immediately is like Pennywise is out and about and he is just doing his thing, and it's really cool. So yeah, I'm trying to speak about it as much as I can without having to dip into spoilers. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed the first episode. Like I said, next episode is tomorrow, so that means Halloween, which is really interesting. I kind of like that early cadence they did. They're like, we'll put the first episode here. Also, Halloween happens to be this week, so maybe they're doing like 2 episodes 1 week. Pretty dope. I'll definitely watch the next episode probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow midday at some point or something like that. But yeah, great first episode. Really great to bring Skarsgård back. The children that they have are fantastic. You know, as always, I don't think you can necessarily have a fun It TV show without having, you know, a cool group of kids. And it does all of the things that you kind of expect It to do. He's kind of messing with the kids. They're seeing things and all sorts of. I will say, like, this one does a really cool job of. I'm kind of wondering versus the TV shows and the movies. I think they're starting to try and do more with like what the town exactly has to do more with it. Like there's definitely like this military force that are there in Derry, and can't tell if they're letting on that the military maybe knows more about things than they should, because as we know, it is an alien. They kind of make it seem as though there's almost like a military base there that has like military secrets. I'm wondering, is the It asteroid or whatever his travel thing he traveled here on Earth in, is that within the military facility? I don't know. They make it seem as though there's a lot of like secrets that like are being held there. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of cool things they're kind of experimenting with that I appreciate with it, and I don't know. That's it. That's all I got to say. I don't know. I don't think there's much else I can really touch on without dipping into any sort of spoilers. Once again, first episode does some crazy stuff that you are not gonna expect. I would just be prepared for insanity. You know, it does a couple of things that I'm like, whew, this is not what I was expecting. But yeah, I would wholly recommend it. I almost feel bad kind of recommending this show because the last one I recommended took a complete crap on itself. The Alien Earth recently that I did I did a video talking about. The first season started off so good. The first 4 or 5 episodes I recommended to you guys, and then, or I don't remember. No, I think I did that all in one swoop. But the first half of that show was amazing, and then the rest of it just took a crap on itself, and I couldn't wholeheartedly recommend watching that show because it ended so poorly. So here, I'm going to tentatively say I recommend the first episode. I'll get back to you guys next week on how the second episode or third episode go. But yeah, I really enjoyed first episode. We'll see how it goes. And that's it. That's all I got to say on Welcome to Derry. Very good first episode. Go check it out. Yeah. Maybe watch it tomorrow on Halloween. That'll be kind of fun for everybody, huh? Sounds good to Scarlet Twilight. Yeah. All right, everyone. So that's my thoughts on episode 1 for Welcome to Derry. Derry. And I just have one quick video. We're going to touch on this video and then we're going to call it a night. So that is 3-hour long stream. So we touched on Derry. Oh, let me go and turn the music off for this one. Tempted to watch it, says Reese. Yeah, it's not, like I said, it's on HBO Max, and it's only 1 episode right now. That episode is an hour. Tomorrow, episode 2 drops. I'm guessing upwards of an hour as well. So yeah, it's a nice 2-hour watch if you start watching tomorrow or something like that to get caught up.
Well, well. Looks like you've reached the end, haven't you, you imbeciles? On Enter ChazmaN, you'll witness gaming brilliance beyond your comprehension. ChazmaN Live brings the drama. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. EST. Longplays delivers full journeys, uncut and unspoiled. Join the Patreon, Discord, Instagram, and TikTok below, if you can manage it. Still not following Enter ChazmaN? Then mediocrity clearly suits you.